Good day, friends. My name is Paul de Alba, and welcome to Pathways of Hope. Today's gospel is taken from Mark chapter 8, verses 14 to 21. The disciples had forgotten to bring bread, except for one loaf they had with them in the boat. Be careful, Jesus warned them. Watch out for the yeast of the Pharisees and that of Herod. They discussed this with one another and said, "It is because we have no bread." Aware of the discussion, Jesus asked them, "Why are you talking about having no bread? Do you still not see or understand? Are your hearts hardened? You have eyes but fail to see, ears but fail to hear. And don't you remember when I broke the 5 loaves for the 5,000? How many basketfuls of pieces did you pick up? 12, they replied. And when I broke the 7 loaves for the 4,000, how many basketfuls of pieces did you pick up? They answered, 7. He said to them, do you still not understand? When I was younger, me and my dad would always have discussions, and whenever he would talk to me and try to tell me some things that he feels like I don't understand, he would always quote me this verse. Do you have eyes but do not see? Do you have ears but do not hear? Do you not understand? He does this because he knows he wants to tell me something more important. And I'm trying to hear him, but I'm only listening on the surface. But he has something deeper he wants to tell me. And I feel like it, this is what Jesus is going through in this verse. That he's telling them, you know what, there's a deeper thing I want to tell you. Be careful of what the Pharisees are telling you. Herod is telling you, the influence of this world around you. Because if you let it grow inside you, it can affect you, your values, who you are. So Jesus is warning them about that. He wants them to listen to him, to obey him, to follow his teachings alone. Because once you let something grow inside your heart, it becomes part of you, becomes who you are. And they have Jesus there with them. And he's so frustrated because he wants them to understand what he's telling them, that there are more important things than what their worries are. They're worried about bread. He wasn't talking about the bread, he was talking about a lesson. And the bread, he's telling them, have you not seen? I have been able to provide for you. I have done things for you, healed people around you. All your worries, I have been there for you. And in the same manner, many of us have worries, have struggles, have problems in this world. And we're looking for a way out, for a hope. We're looking for answers, for solutions to what we're going through. When we look at social media now, when you look at this world right now, there's so many influences. Right now in our country, in the Philippines, we're going to be voting for senators. And there's so many of them who show their views and values, who try to appeal to us, to influence us. I hope and I pray that we are able to hang on to Jesus and to his values and teachings to be able to decide on better things. And when you follow Jesus, you decide according to his teachings. And it starts from the small things. It starts when you were younger as you grow older, when you are a new Christian as you become a more mature Christian. And if I may say, and if I may share a little bit of story with you and how small things or small decisions to follow Christ, small decisions to obey Christ leads you to bigger things, to more important things. It forms you, it forms your values. When we were in college, when I say we, I'm talking about me and my wife, we were just friends then. And we had a friend who came up to us. We were already part of a Catholic youth group back then. And this friend of ours knew that. And she came to us and asked for our opinion regarding her situation at that time. And at that time, she was pregnant. Her boyfriend doesn't want to keep the baby. She's having a dilemma whether to keep the baby or not. She knows she can't support the baby. Who knows what her parents would say? But she was praying, she was crying to us, and we talked to her. We shared to her our opinion. We shared to her our views of her situation. We did not force her to make any decision, but we told her what's important to God and what which is also important to us. She listened, and we prayed for her. At that time, she had so many influences. I believe she was in the football team, so she could listen to her coaches, her teachers, her family, her friends, so many people that she could listen to and that influenced her. And I believe when we prayed for her, it allowed her to listen to another voice, to the voice of God. And From time to time, she would message us and tell us it's the best decision she made in her life to keep the baby. I would see her on her Facebook post. The kid is an athlete, a good kid, a good-looking kid. Uh, her son is an athlete, a good student. And just recently, she messaged us that her son actually gave her life to the Lord just a few weeks ago. The son wanted to follow Jesus, and it shaped her life. Our simple gesture to open up God and God's views to her, that planted a seed in her heart. It grew like a leaven. So when you allow these things to grow in your heart, whatever influence it is in the world, the Bible, God, Jesus in your heart, your values, your characters are formed. So I pray that whatever you allow to enter into your hearts, it will allow you to grow more as a Christian. There are so many influences out there to when we look for hope, for solutions to our problems. I pray that you turn to Jesus. I pray that you turn to the one who is telling us, have you not seen what I have done and what I can do for you? Who tells you that I love you, I am here for you, and I'm teaching you to look to me, to the important things. May you continue to have hope in the Lord. God bless you and have a blessed week ahead.